Good day, everyone. My name is Abdikabir Akinlabi. We are starting directly today our website. Remember, I said you should go and download Xampp. When you download Xampp, this is what you are going to see. Something like this, where you start the Apache and MySQL. But for today, for those people who have not been able to download that Xampp, we will not use the Xampp today. So, in a nutshell, what we'll be doing is that we'll be developing our website, and I want each and every one of us to be following. So now for today, I'm not going to use XAMPP. So I'm going to work with the pure HTML without even using the PHP. Now I'm going to give you this folder Kennedy. I'm going to give you this folder. If you open this folder now, the first thing we are going to work with is this index.html. I hope you are getting it. Index.html. This is the only one we are going to work with today. Then probably tomorrow you must have done something like that, like what I'm doing, what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you. We are going to tax ourselves. Now let us work with index, which is the home page, because when you open this index, is the home page. This is the home page. Immediately someone logs into www. maybe chukudinju.com or abdikabir.com or any of your name.com, the index page is going to be the first page we are going to see. We want to customize this page to be personally your own. Now what are we going to do? Let's open this with any of the text editors. Normally we're supposed to take this in to our exam, but we will not do that because for those people who are just who have not been able to download the exam. But later on we are going to carry the same folder to that exam, to the server. But now for now, let us open it with any of your notepad. Now let us be viewing this. What is going to be the first thing we are going to do? I want to work on this menu. On a personal website should have home. I think about is okay. Then the portfolio. Then I'm looking at something I can put here. Maybe what I can do, or download my CV. Yes, we can have another menu here, but for now I'm going to remove this blog here. Now what am I going to do? My text editor, I told you about this one, HTML training. I can Here on the title you can write your name, Abdikabir. Write your name, Abdikabir Akinlabi website. Yes, save. Don't forget we have to be viewing this one. Look at it. I've changed this. Now let me go again. All these ones are linking to the CSS and different Bootstrap, JavaScript and the rest, so leave it. Now coming to the body. So this one is a preloader. You see what happens here? This one is just a preloader. Let me tell you what preloader is. If I should refresh something like this, you can see something that first of all triggers. You can see that thing that is rolling. That's preloader. You are going to get to that place when you move further in your front end development, which is if you are doing Bootstrap or advanced JavaScript. So if I should remove that preloader, I'm not asking you to remove, but I just want to tell you the section how to edit code, because I'll be giving you templates. We're going to develop I told you we are going to do almost 4 websites. So for instance, look at the beginning of this tag. This is the end. Immediately you click on it. If you are using Notepad++, or if you are using any of the advanced text editor, immediately you close. This is what I want you to learn, where a tag is starting and where it is ending. Don't forget, this is a comment in HTML, so it's not showing at the front end. Now let me remove all these things. So the essence of you knowing HTML is that you know where you are going to remove. If I want to remove this preloader, I remove it like this. For instance, I save it, Ctrl S, go and refresh. You see that preloader is no more there. That preloader that comes up. But if I should leave it, Ctrl Z, you see the essence of that preloader. So this is the preloader. That's thing that just crop up. Now first of all, I want to make sure that this menu, I'm going to include other things, but for now, don't forget you have to be following me. All what I'm doing today, you are going to do it. So now let me go to the first thing is this logo. Now you see this logo is actually inside this header tag. You can see header tag from beginning of this tag to this end. That's header tag. What I'm trying to say in essence is that header tag covers everything around this side. Yes, everything around that side. So inside the header tag, what is important is that this logo, if I want to change this logo, you can see my own this thing is because of my my kind of editor I'm using. If you have another logo, you can decide to use it. Now let me look for a logo. I think I'm not prepared for this, but I want is real time. So look at this MCS logo. You can decide to have logo for yourself. I don't know, you can have your picture. So now look at this logo. I'm going to copy it. Where is the folder of my, I can decide to put it inside image directly here. If you put it inside any folder, let me create a folder so that you can understand image very well. You can decide to put it inside maybe my images folder. My images folder. There's nothing stop me from putting it here directly, but I just want you to learn. My images folder, I put this in here, MC_logo. Are you getting it? Don't forget where the something is. You know this is your page you are working with. You are inside the folder img. Inside this folder, what's the name? My images. Then the name of the documents. Now you can, let's go. img, the folder img. Inside folder my images slash, what's the name of the document? The name of the this thing is mc_logo.jpg. I think something like that. Let me save it and see. If you are having error, we are going to report that error. Look at that image, it's very very big. Now what are we going to do? Your knowledge of HTML, don't look where you are going to any of the attributes. Width equals to 100, then height. So this is where your knowledge of HTML comes into play. 100. For instance, let me just do it like that so that I can have, let me refresh so you can see something like this. I can decide to make it smaller, maybe 50-50, something like that. 50 here, the height 50. So this thing, you are going to do the same thing and show me what you have done. So look at it now. So now it is me. You can decide to say you have to be creative in website. So look at our menu. Don't forget we are still under this thing, under what's it called, the index page, index.html. Later on we are going to change it to index.php, but don't worry, let us just have it something like this. So I want to remove this blog, the entire list. Don't forget this is the beginning of the list, this is the end. So if you are removing something, don't forget your HTML, beginning, end. So I will remove the entire stuff. Let's assume that I want to have another menu, which is what I can do as a portfolio. Let me add the menu. I copy that one, I paste it, I have it, what I can do, or why hiring me. You can talk about yourself, why they must hire you, why hiring me. Let me save it. Something has happened here, but I think is I missed something. I must have missed something. Yes, I remove why hiring me. You can see it. Let me go and refresh it so you can see why hiring me. Now what will happen here is that all this place, for now, let us be hashing it, that it should not link to anything. Normally is linking to somewhere, but for now let us just hash those places. That the meaning of hash is that if I click it, it won't link to any place. Initially it was this one, for instance, why hiring me is going to link to portfolio.html, which is this portfolio. Let me go back to the website, portfolio.html, supposed to link to this place, but we don't want it to link to anywhere for now for our training. So why hiring me, we should hash it. The meaning of hash means if you see anything that is hashed, meaning that is not linking to anywhere. So now if you click about, is hash, you can see. If you click portfolio, is hash also. Why hiring me? But this one, index.html. Now here, write your name here. Look for the, I want you to be monitoring the tags, where they are starting, where they are ending, because so that you won't do mistake. Look at, it is me, this, it is me, it is here. So this our training is just for us to practicalize a very large code. So in order to acquaint ourselves with what we have learned, HTML. So here you can put hey, my portfolio. You can put anything there, then your name here, so that I just want you to learn some things about HTML. Abdulkabir Akinlabi. So don't make mistake. Don't forget your H1. This is just H1, normal H1. Just that this is the opening tag, this is the closing tag. Inside the opening tag, what you just be seeing is just this one is a class. Is a class of CSS that is linking to something. Maybe that's what makes it to have that shape. Then you talk about this one also. You are going to discuss this one when you get to JavaScript. So they are all this one, they are just the opening tag. So let me refresh. You see that it's going to change to my name. So Abdulkabir Akinlabi. So you can see senior creative designer, you do this. So this one you can see download my CV. This one I don't know where it's linking to. Actually they have hashed it. So it's going to make us to learn. So here, this is where I'm going to lay more emphasis on. So for instance, look at this place now. They just put the facilities there. They didn't tell you what you can do with it. But for now, I want this one. If I click on this one, I want it to be my own CV. Are you getting it? Now let me go to that place. You see that it's just going to be a link. So this is hire me. They make different this thing. You can say download. You can decide to what should we do. I think hire me. Yes, look at that, text has changed. You can decide to say download my CV or download my CV. So you remove this one. The reason why I'm doing this, I will be repeating it. You know, this opening tag, this closing tag, I don't need this one. I will just remove it, because if you don't know HTML, someone who does not know HTML will go and delete this one, this ending tag, then causing problem. So something has missed. So that's why this one becomes red. So you can see. So because of your knowledge of HTML, if you don't know, this is where I'm removing all this. So download my CV. Let me go and try and be checking, so that you will not download my CV. Now what happened? I want someone to be downloading my CV. Look at the when I roll over, download my CV show. When I remove, I am still showing. Why is it that? It's because of this text. My CV here. Now what will happen? Your knowledge of HTML is coming to place also. That's the reason why I said you should learn. You should learn. Don't be a lazy person. Try and acquaint yourself. That's why I give you these plenty codes. Now what will happen here? I want this thing to be linking. You know your anchor tag. You know that anchor tag linked to somewhere. For instance, I'm going to add to this template what they've not added. For instance, targets equals to new, so that when they click it, it's going to open in another browser. You see that's what I've just added. You see download my CV. You see it has opened another browser, but what is opening is not opening anything. It just opened another place. So now I want to put my CV there. Now I think let me look for my CV somewhere, so that I can then I think I have I don't know if I have CV here. Okay, I think I have something like this, a PDF this thing of my CV. Yes, this is a CV about where I've worked, YWS Technologies. Some people maybe they thought that so here I have my CV here. Now what will happen? I copy this thing inside my website. Where is our website? Anywhere the folder is, you can put it anywhere. You can decide to, I think which folder am I working with? I think I'm working with I don't know if it is Jackson, or I think is it Jackson or Kennedy? Yes, Kennedy. So in your folder, Kennedy folder, here, this is where your website is. You can decide to put it if you create any folder, for instance a document, open new document, you can call it doc. Inside this place you paste your resume, so I can call it CV. Are you getting it? So CV is not necessary to create documents. You can decide to post it here directly. Let me call it CV2. So you either be linking to this or linking to the one inside here. So how will you link? Now you are still here. You now say it's going to be linking to where? doc/cv.pdf, because it's a PDF document. Do you know you have solved the problem? Now let me go and refresh. If I should click on here, what will happen? It's going to download my CV. Yes, you can see it's downloading my CV. See, so that's what I want to do. Now again, you have to just go and tell me what you have done with that document. Now what I want to do now that I mistakenly closed that, you can decide to open it. Index.html. Now what I want you to do now is this index page is going to be your first work. Now I've been able to do this. So here, if you like, you can decide to remove each and every one of this. Maybe here you can put the companies you have worked. Yes, you can put their logos. Or if you like, if you don't like, if you like it, you can decide to. Now you see this section. Let me just tell you, this section, each of them are divs. So if you want to try it, look at this section. This section, it ends here. So this is one div for each of those brands. If I should remove this one, remove it, save, you see that one of them has removed. You can see 1 2 3 4. Now remove another one. It requires timing and practice. Look at it, remains 3. So you can decide to remove all those things. You can decide to remove them if you like, but I want to do something that is uniform. So all of you should just put logo of companies that you have worked. Not necessarily you have worked somewhere, but put something. You can put Microsoft logo here, put Facebook logo here, put what's it called, Microsoft Word logo here, and put some kind of IT logos here. That's what I want you to do. Now about yourself, write about yourself here, and look at resume. Try and you can remove this one. Then here, what will happen here about yourself? Let me go and check. I think I have an image. Look at this about yourself h2 tag. So where this is the image. So I can decide that I want to use an image. Maybe I have image one of my students who is a very brilliant student. Fadi is now a web designer and a software developer. I can decide to move that image to inside this image directly. Are you getting it? This Fadi. So you can decide that, okay, I want my image is inside folder img and then fade.jpg. So automatically, let me refresh so you can see. So those are things I want you to do. Go and replace this one about yourself. Write something about yourself. Then the work you have done, you can decide to just manipulate all these places, and then later on, because now let me now show you, this is where we reached, because later on we'll be pulling. I want to see who will do a very good work. You can decide to write few things about what you are doing here. Maybe the project you have done, that's where you have worked, say as the dates you work here also as something, the date you have worked. So manipulate all these things and let me see what you have come up with. So because without this, if I don't see a very good percentage of people who have done their work, we won't move on. So now services, you can decide to what you can do. Project yourself as someone who will be doing web designer or who will be doing application. Then if you are a very good content manager, you can write it there also. So it's not a bad thing. Then write something what people can say about you, because later on we are going to be manipulating all these templates in such a way that even the owner of the template will not even know that we are using the templates, because we'll be changing everything. But I just want you to be very good with using knowledge of your HTML. So now that's what I want you to do for now. So let me stop this video, but let me rewind. What I'm trying to tell you is that here, try and look at the menu, locate, change this logo, look, try and put home, about, portfolio, and why hiring me. Then all these ones, I know it's a very I forgot to change this image. You can look for another image of yourself and change it. I think it's going to be located here. So it depends on your own knowledge of how you are going to be manipulating code. Don't be afraid of all these codes. That's what I want to expose you with. To be seeing codes that are plenty. So it's not something that you can't do, because the basic of HTML, you've actually learnt it. So look at this, the image. Yes, this is the image inside this div tag. So it depends on how you can manipulate this thing. When we get to Bootstrap in CSS, you see all these ones, you are going to be, you understand, it's just column, you just be calling some classes, but that's not this. Go and read your CSS very well, the one I gave to you, because if you don't practice, you won't know it. That's just the truth. So acquaint yourself with all these things, and let's see what we can have tomorrow or next, so that if you are able to do it, just send me screenshots of this. Now if you want to send the screenshot, start from here. Are you getting it? Start from here. Let's assume that you print the screen. If you are the one that, if you don't know how to print screen, on your keyboard you see PRTSCR. I've printed the screen. If you print the screen, go to your WhatsApp. If you don't know how to use mobile web.whatsapp, you can decide to save the images. Now I have printed my screen. If you are the one that is using Windows 7, you can use several other things that you can use to print screen. So when you print, this is my first screen, you go to, for instance, paint. You can go to paint. So I'm trying to tell you how you are going to send this thing to me. This is my first screen now, for instance. Paste it here. So save it. It's going to save as image. So 1. Are you getting inside picture? Okay, I have a document like that. Maybe I have 1. That one is saved. Now go again. This is the second page. Print the screen. So you can use snipping tool if you are using Windows 7. Snipping tool. So you print that one also. Go to paint, new document, paste it, save it. Then you send all those things to me. I want to see. Let us be serious and see what we are going to come up with, because later on we are going to be using PHP. So thank you very much for listening. I think I have taken much of your time. So thank you very much. Till tomorrow, by special grace of God.